Kyle Stowers obviously had the massive game for the Orioles yesterday, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, feeling good. Now he earned the opportunity to play again. He's DHing, as everyone heard on the show. But I want to break down a little bit about what Kyle did really well so far coming up here. And if you guys want to remember back with Kyle, and this is back to 2022, okay? So I'm going to try to pause this at the right time. Okay, heal. So 2022, because last year's sample size in 2023, there wasn't enough for Kyle Stowers. He made the team, but he wasn't playing much. And when he did get his opportunities later on, didn't really take advantage of it, right? But I want you to understand his spray chart here, because right now in general for Kyle Stowers, he likes to drive the ball to all parts of the field, right? So if I can do this correctly, come on, maybe I'll just do this. Right there, he likes to live in this area, right? Oh, we like it better red. There we go. That's a really good spot for Kyle Stowers if you want to look at that, to be honest, right? Because gap to gap. He's got the ability to hit the ball to left and to right, but when he plays in the middle part of the field, that's where the best things for success happen for Kyle Stowers. So as we move on so far, all right, let's continue on in this conversation. We're not going to save. And so first at bat, this is a great example here. So Kyle Stowers is the first hit, and sometimes you just need that. So Kyle Stowers got brought up, waiting for that first hit. They're facing Bryce Miller, one of the best pitchers out there for the Seattle Mariners. And so he's going to get a pitch right down in this part of the plate here. Come on. Come on. And I apologize as we work through it. He's going to get a pitch right here, okay? And Kyle Stowers is going to stay on it enough. And sometimes it's better to be lucky. Right fielder's not going to get a big jump on this. Oh, wow, I drew that perfectly right there. Hey, so right down there, he goes down and gets it, okay? This ball then is going to fall right in. Appreciate you helping him out here. This is where the confidence started for Kyle Stowers, okay? And as we keep moving on here, and he's giving a little, maybe, but this is where Kyle Stowers is starting to feel more comfortable. What I've loved with Kyle Stowers so far, if you're going to take a look, let's take a look up here, okay? 1-2 count. 1-2 count for Kyle Stowers in a situation where when he falls behind, can you still be proactive? Can you put a good swing on the baseball? One thing that Kyle was, I guess, criticized for is for his two-strike approach or swing and miss too much, right? Does that make sense? But he's not going to swing or miss here. He's going to get a pitch on the inside part of the plate right there. And let's see if my drawing's pretty good for that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll erase that here. So, in general, give it on back. In general, middle in right there, Stowers has really quick hands. He's going to shoot this ball right down the line there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. A double. He's feeling good. The Orioles are going to keep moving on, right? That is what you like to see for a guy that's trying to find himself and build more confidence. Now, this is actually some great hitting. And Eric Fetty was actually my former roommate when he got drafted in the instructional league with the Washington Nationals. Eric Fetty's had a great start to his season so far for the Chicago White Sox, but he's going to make a great pitch here. Change up down. We're going to freeze it. Freeze. That's an excellent pitch right there. But for Stowers, when you're feeling better, what I like to see with him is that, yeah, you might get fooled. And Kyle was fooled a little bit on the pitch. But when you're able to stay on the ball just long enough, yeah, you can get the barrel to it, stick your butt out. And what I love, though, is that Kyle Stowers is going to play this ball up the middle. Yeah, when you're thinking big part of the field, you're going to see more results. And Kyle Stowers is starting to see more of those results for this team. Now let's flash forward to yesterday's game between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Big part of the game. Again, 2 strikes here for Kyle Stowers. This is something that has really started to show more. Kyle can hit the ball to all parts of the field, right? There's no doubt about that. But can you do it in big situations? Bases juiced, bottom of the 4th, no outs. You want to really get the party started? Well, how about you drive a pitch away and go with it? You're going to see Kyle Stowers is going to get a breaking ball. Down the zone. Again, almost similar when you look at it from that changeup that was before. This is more of a slider. But for Kyle, instead of being a hair out in front, he is now a hair back. And yes, he might look like he's reaching because that's not a bad pitch, but he stays on it long enough and he's going to hit this ball to left, and things are in motion for Baltimore. 2-run score, the rally's on, and then after that, you're going to see the Orioles just kept putting up runs, right? That's what's awesome for Kyle Stowers is his ability to hit the ball to all parts of the ballpark. Let's freeze again. Kyle Stowers, what is great with his game, he's hitting mistake pitches right now as well. This is a hanging breaking ball, as you can see in the middle part of the field, but Kyle's not trying to pull the baseball. He's not trying to do anything differently than just let his skills take over and hit the ball where it's supposed to go. And for him, he's in a good position. He's going to go shopping at the gap. And they're in motion. It's beautiful. And this builds confidence for a player. And that's why I wanted to show that first hit that he had against Bryce Miller, because I truly think that's where the confidence started for Kyle Stowers. You get that stress off your back. Finally, okay, got the first hit. It's out of the way. Now things can come more naturally. And here's the case, too, what I love with Kyle Stowers. One thing he likes to do, he's a free swinger, just like a lot of these Baltimore Orioles. They will swing early in the count. This count, see if I can draw this. Oh, not the best zeros there. But the point is, he's ready to swing at any point. And that's something that I've loved with the evolution. 2 strikes, 0-0 count, no matter what it is. If the pitch is in the zone, Kyle Stowers is going to go and make a good swing on it right there. Again, pitch away, 96. Did he hit it the best way that he wanted to? No. But did he make good, solid contact? Where was it to? Right back at you, right up the middle of the field. And you know what that produces? That produces some ribbies. 2 runners are going to score. Kyle Stowers is going to finish 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, and we're going to show Kyle. Come on. Show Kyle one time. We're going to go back to the top then and show him right here. Stowers is an extremely talented player, and the hardest thing for these young players right now is doing something that they haven't been asked for, and that is to not be the everyday guy, be a role player. We heard from Colton Cowser and Jordan Westberg how much that impacts a player, right? But for Stowers, he doesn't know what his role is going to be. But I'll tell you what, he is going to try to take advantage of every single situation. And the way that he's playing, how do you stay in the lineup? You keep hitting. And that's not necessarily fair to him. But what is fair is if he does produce like he has so far, that 3-hit game, those 4 RBIs, he's going to find himself constantly back in the lineup because he has tremendous upside. And if he can keep fixing some of those situational hitting with 2 strikes and using that big part of the field again, I mean, look, Oriole fans might have written him off. But to me, Kyle Stowers can be a big player for this team, especially if he swings the bat like he did against the Red Sox the other day. And if you like this breakdown, let me know, and let me know who you guys want me to break down next, and hit that like and subscribe button as I continue to figure out how to use this device. But it is a lot of fun. Shout out, Brad, to you for helping this. And now we'll go back to Kevin's Corner.